Hi everyone, welcome back. So I'm going to create something new out of AI buzz. Like a lot of things are going on. So I was just thinking like how I can create a uh, project at the beginner level, like where I can just to use uh, artificial intelligence API or LLMs API or try to do something out of nowhere that you can learn about the AI and all the stuff. So I have asked ChatGPT to, I mean, draw this all the script like what I want to go to talk about, right? So what I'm doing in this video is like, as you can see, a series of videos where I want to create an intelligent form filling platform where you can just upload a form and the system will basically ask the questions to you. So it's more of like it's going to be a conversation rather than going to be a simple form filling. So to achieve that, I have used the uh, OpenRouter's API. It's more of like a two-way use that I'm doing right now. One way is to ask the question in a proper manner with the context of the form and your previous answers. And the second thing is like how the answer is going to be interpreted and is being stored in the form or in a JSON format that I'm going to use as of now. So the headline is like I'm going to build an AI form filler with OpenRouter API in Python. I'm calling it DocuSmart. Uh, what I'm going to walk you through is the DocuSmart setup and API walkthrough. To begin with, like it is going to be um oh, I didn't mention like this was provided by ChatGPT. I'm not going to use as is, so maybe I'm just leaving it right there. It is going to have introduction to DocuWizard, which is a wrong name. I'm naming it DocuSmart. So I'm just fixing it right now. It needs more fixes. Sorry. So it is going to be a AI powered tool that turns the PDF forms into dynamic conversation using your voice and LLMs. Where the voice is going to be used in order to answer you the questions that you are seeing on your screen, you can use the voice command. So that script has been set up or that logic has been implemented. What I'm going to do today is like I just want you to walk through the project. Just take a look what exactly I'm doing. The goal that is mentioned over here might not be what I'm going to do today, right? So you can just give it a toss. So I'll just walk you through the project setup definitely and how I have integrated the OpenRouter API support. And I'm not going to test the basic response today. I'm just going to show you the responses. Again, I'm fixing the name over here for the project. So it is going to be DocuSmart. And it is going to have multiple components. So one main.py, which is going to be the driver code written over here, and you can see, and it is going to run the basically all the logics or the questions that it is going to ask you. I have LLM interface where I'll be passing on the questions and the answers as well in order to retain or fetch the relevant information and remove all the noises. Parser, form parser.py, it's a next level that I would be implementing. And it would be like you are going to upload a form and then it is going to fetch the information as such like the labels and the you can say parameters that the form needs. Voice input is going to take care of your responses that you can provide through voice command or by simply telling your answers in your microphone. Responses is eventually whatever responses has been collected for a particular form would be stored in the responses folder. Assets, it's nothing but where your PDF form is going to be residing, like the empty form. Okay, so the next thing is like you can have a virtual environment that you can create for Python, and then you can, in virtual environment, you can install everything that is present in requirement.txt, right? In order to create the OpenRouter API, you can visit this link. I'll be providing all this information in the description, so you can go through it and create your API. So I have already created the API, which is present over here. I believe like this is a lightweight API, which allows you to have certain number of free API calls, so you can use it. I tried using OpenAI platforms API, but it was not allowing me, stating that the quota has been breached even for the first API call. Okay, so if you are interested, like you can just let me know like how you can, yeah, how you can sign up to the Open Router and how you can generate the keys. If you need more information, you can just go through these talks. And okay, now I'll just go through the project setup. So the project looks like this. So main.py contains some logic, right? So initially I was having the input form. Input form was nothing but like I'm going to have the health form.pdf, and I was trying to extract the information out of it and then preparing the fields over here, but it was not working for some reason. So I'm working on that. So what I did instead, I prepared these fields that was supposed to be extracted from the form. By the way, let me just show you the form. This is the form. This is how the form looks like. So it is going to have the patient name, date of birth, insurance policy number, diagnosis, date of procedure, hospital, clinic name, treating doctor, and total billing amount. So I am supposed to parse this and then prepare the fields, but since it was not working as of today, so I just went ahead and create the manual fields right now. So the field is going to have like patient name, so it is going to have a label as well. So similarly, all other fields that I mentioned in the you can say PDF form has been converted to fields and labels. So I'm going to have two set of like answers. One is like answers, which is raw answer that is being provided by a user from the prompt. Another one is like clean answer. So the project is very simple in order to like how exactly I'm going to use AI over here. So it is going to ask the questions via AI, and then it is going to print the question, right? When you pass on the labels and an answer object over here, it is going to print the question in a proper manner, right? And second thing what I'm doing is like I'm catching the raw answers, and I'm filling it against the answers, you can say dictionary, which contains like field name and raw answer. I went one step ahead, like in downstream as well, I'm using answer, clean answer with AI. So whatever answer I'm receiving here with voice command, I'm going to send it again back to AI, and I want that answers to be clean. So next thing is like I'm creating another dictionary, which is called clean answer, and I'm storing that answer against again in that dictionary and storing it in a two different files. My next approach is like to go for filling the form with the data that I have captured as of now over here. This thing I'm not doing it right away. So in order to show you like how the responses looks like, let me just show you first how the questions look like. So the fields that has been provided is like in this format, like what is the patient full name, but how AI is going to ask is like what is the patient's name, and then you are going to register your answer just by telling it. Now the second because a parameter is like I want the date of birth in this format, and AI is going to ask you like what is the your birth date, And this is the name that I had provided while answering my question. So it had the context. It has the context to what I had answered previously, right? So now it is refining the question. It is making it more understandable to the user, so that user can simply answer it by reading the question. So once I answered my date of birth, that was not correct. So it asked me again, like, what is the 4-digit year? Like, for example, like this. So here, if you see, like here, just a mention of like diagnosis, but it is enhancing the question, and it is making sure that it is better understandable to the user, and is making sure like the question is complete and what is the patient's current medical diagnosis. So similarly, what is the date of procedure in particular format, and what is the name of hospital where the procedure is scheduled, and the doctor name, and then what is the total amount of bill that you have billed to a particular hospital, right? So you see, it has the context of the previous answers, like what is the total amount to be billed for the procedure at Spurs Hospital, Badarghatta, right? So that was my answer that I provided through voice. Now let us look at the raw answers and the answers that has been cleaned by the AI. So this is the raw answer that I have answered while the questions were being asked by the AI driven, you can say, I mean, using the AI, the questions were framed and the answers were supposed to be told by your voice. So here you can see like cough, fever, and I was telling something else, but it missed out. And here it missed out the date of birth completely, like 2nd July, and it missed out the year. But insurance policy number, I mean, there is some glitch in the voice command. It is not waiting for full response, rather, it is proceeding further midway. Date of procedure has been captured properly. It was 2nd of June 2025. And hospital clinic name, the hospital name is. So I was answering it in such a way like the hospital name is Spurs Hospital, Banerghatta. So since it is a raw, you can say, answers that has been stored over here, it is simply storing it as it is. Now the last second question was like treating doctor's name, and I was telling in this way like the doctor was Dr. Ramesh from Kolkata, and then I was telling like total amount is 2255. But here you can see the answers are not proper, or you can say there are some noise. Let me just show you the answers that was cleaned by AI. So the patient's full name had been captured by raw answer and the cleaned answer as it is. But here you can see date of birth was 2nd of July, but AI is basically making sure that you are missing the year. So it is saying like assuming the year is unknown for your date of birth, whatever I was providing through my command. And insurance policy number, since the input is given as it is, like it was not captured well, or it was not waiting for a proper pause, so it has gone the way it was told, like. So diagnosis cough fever, and it has clear and mentioned it clearly like it was cough comma fever, right? So date of procedure 2nd June 2025 as provided by voice command, but it has filtered that information in proper format. And here if you see, this is interesting. Hospital clinic name, the hospital name is Spurs Hospital, and these are all noise, but AI removed those noise and kept the relevant information over here. And treating doctor's name, doctor was Dr. Ramesh from Kolkata, and it is again enhancing the information, Dr. Ramesh, for this particular date, right? And then total billing amount, it is not stored as raw information, rather it is being, filtered, or you can say refined, and then it is being stored as 2255 rupees, which is the relevant, you can say, amount that I wanted to mention. So that's all for this one. um, I will be creating a series of videos on this, and I'm going to enhance this particular project. So stay tuned. Thank you so much.